Good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies, and welcome. Yeah, we are here again. Just make sure that the camera's working for the cyanide. Yes, it is. Let's go back. Yeah, just making sure that everything's right. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to service the Midland 2001 that I got for the princely sum of £5 from Goldborn. Good afternoon, good evening, Jason. Good evening, Chris. Nice to see you on, guys. It's always a pleasure. You're going to see some changes in the workshop over the next few days. I may be having tomorrow off as well as Wednesday. I'm not sure yet, because there's going to be stuff moved all over, because the jukebox is going to be scooted out, because I want to set up my linear Super Disco, my linear Super Disco 70 console, because I can put a record on if I want, and I want that permanently in here. I've got a desk off the Mildred tonight to put it on, so we're going to move. The jukebox is going to be skedaddled out. That Alan Sugar shitter is going to be got rid of. Well, I'll take the Alan Sugar shitter out of the cabinet, keep the guts because there's lots of useful bits on them, and just get rid of the cabinet. That's what we're going to do there. That's going to be got rid of. But we'll save the guts, but we'll just get rid of the cabinet. I won't throw the cabinet, I'll probably take it apart, because them things will just come apart pretty easy, and store it in the shed. You never know, I might find another, oh pardon me guys, I might find another use for it. But then again, I might want to put it back together someday, so there we go. Now, I've got the camera tripod on charge. I can't use it while it's charging. I'm hoping that while we're talking, we'll get some charge into it, and then I can move you onto the different meters and show you what we're doing. The test set that we bought hasn't turned up yet. I'll be inquiring to the gentleman I bought that off tomorrow as to why. Let's turn that down. In fact, we'll put that on channel 20. Because we're going to be using that as our monitor receiver. That's our realistic realistic TRC 1001. I've got two of them coming as well, and they're in the original factory boxes. How about that? It'd be nice to see them, won't it? I've got a realistic handheld today. I purchased this. I'll show you that in a minute. I bought that. We're not going to service it because I've had it on the test set. It works. It's an AM one. It does 2 watts. It does 1.5 watts really, but it's supposed to be 2 watts, but it does 1.5. We're not going to mess about servicing that. It's a 3 channel set, sorry, but only 1 channel works because I have had a quick look, and it only came with 2 crystals. I forget what channel they're on. I think they're on channel fucking 19 or something. I can't remember. Who the hell was that? That was microchips. Was that you, Graham? How can you be? Yeah, must be. I'm on channel 20. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, Graham. I think he told me to tell everybody to subscribe to microchips. Yeah. Subscribe to microchips, guys. I don't think he'll hear me, but not on this he won't. There's no way he's going to hear me on this. Graham, I've told him. Good evening, Graham, sir. Yeah, there was nothing for you at Goldborn, I'm afraid. The only thing I found was that little Midland. That's all that was there, the swam meter. Nothing else there. There was a power supply, but it was only 3 amps, so I never bought that. Because that's not of any use to me. But yeah, like I say, guys, we might be having both tomorrow and Wednesday off. And no, I'm not handling myself. I just put my hand in my waistband. If anybody's wondering. Yeah. But yeah, nice to have you all with us as usual. So what we're going to do, we're going to assess the Midland, and we probably won't even adjust it because, well, that's it. You see, that's it, Graham. You know, your wallet stays shut. It's a shame, really. You know, because we'd have liked to have got your wallet open, but never mind. You know, I'm always on the lookout, and if anything turns up, I know the sort of stuff that you like to have. Hello, hello, Harvey. AM set, just what I wanted. Well, if you're interested in it, Harvey, it's only a 3-channel one, but it only has one set of crystals in it. You know, if you're interested in it, Harvey, I'll do a close-up look in a minute. But if you're interested in it, it does work. You know, if you're interested in it, then all in it cost me £6. All in it cost me £6. With postage, it was about £6. I paid £3 for it, and it was a couple of quid postage. It cost me about £6. Hello, Clarence. Oh, it won't be a lot, probably about £15. How's that, Harvey? You know, I'll do it for £15. I'll chuck it in the box with that tape recorder when I send that. Yeah, so if you want it, £15. I'm not making an absolute fortune out of you, but, you know, I'm happy to just make a small amount. You know me, you know, as it's you. Yeah. I'll do a more in-depth look at it in a bit anyway. And it's realistic. Yeah, it's realistic, Harvey. It's not one of the cheap handhelds. It's a 2-watt one. Well, it does 1.5 watt according to my Marconi, and that's about right. That's about right. But it does work. I've tried it. But yeah, you know, £15. Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's complete. The aerial's complete. It's in nice condition. It's nice and clean. I'm not sure what channel it transmits on. I think it's. I'm not sure. Probably. I don't know. I can't remember the. I did put on the frequency counter, but I can't remember what frequency fucking was. Can't remember. It was this afternoon, and I was a bit tired when I'd done it. Yeah. So. Yeah, we're not going to get a visit from the Microchips wallet this week. What I need to do, do you know what I need to do, guys? I need to get to a radio rally. You know, a radio rally where they sell CBs and amateur stuff. I need to go to one of them. I'm going to try and convince Steve that he needs to go to one before he emigrates to America. Yeah, good evening, Rob. I mean, I don't even mind paying him the petrol if he takes me to one. You know, the closest one to us is Blackpool, which is in April, I think. So I might go to that and see what I can find and take a wallet full of money, if I've got a wallet full of money. And you know, take some money with me and buy some stock, buy some stuff so I can sell it. I mean, I'm going to have to start doing something with some of these radios soon because, to be honest with you, yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I've got them on the shelf there. There's how many on the shelf there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 on the shelf there. There's one there about to be looked at. There's me. I'll be flogging one of those realistics. Them boxed realistics. I'll be flogging one of them. I'm not keeping both of them. I'll service them, And after I've serviced them, then I'll flog them. Flog one of them. This rather tatty example I've got here, I'm going to keep that as my receiver, my monitor receiver. Because it's nice, it runs on batteries, obviously. Yeah, it takes 10 batteries, that radio, Harvey. You know, so it's not one of the... Whoever's keying up on channel 20, they've got no modulation. If that's you, Graham, you got no mod. You got a nice carrier though. I can't get back to you. I'll never get back to you on that anyway, because I wouldn't get back to you on that anyway, because the aerial SWR is out, and you know, and it's out by a wide margin, so I wouldn't get back to you on it anyway. And the SWR being out also affects the receive, because I should receive better than what I do on this. The only person I can really get to really is either Lee Blue Sky or Brett. Can't get to anyone else. No, don't worry, you test away. No, don't apologise, Graham. You test away, mate. Don't worry about it. You test away, and yeah. Well, the carrier was clean with no buzzes on it anyway, so nice clean carrier there. But yeah, no, you test away, mate. Don't you worry. I mean, I must be the only person that uses channel 20 in this neck of the woods anyway, because nobody else seems to use it. And besides, obviously, I pick it because it's the middle of the band, innit? And most of the manuals for servicing send you to channel 20 for most adjustments, apart from VCO, which are usually carried out on channel 40 or channel 1. Anyway, shall we change cameras? Because you're probably sick of looking at my ugly mug by now. Good evening, Martin. Hi all. Harvey, how's the old washer? Yeah. What you should do, Harvey, is put an advert out on, is catch the scrapmen as they go past and say, look, you know, if you get a washing machine that works, pop it my way. I mean, I can get a washing machine anytime I want. The only problem is I don't live in London, you know. But I can get a washing machine. Honestly, guys, I can get a washing machine anytime I want one. And that's why I don't worry if my machine dies, because I can get one anytime I want. You know, I only have to make a phone call and I can get a washing machine. You know, I know plenty of people and I can just get one. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, let's move to cameras where we can really see something. I really need mine going for a replacement control panel. That's not a bad idea. Only washing machine drums make excellent burning barrel. Yeah, they do, don't they? Good for burning your shite in. Yeah. Let's get to the other camera. There we are. There's that radio, Harvey. You can see it from here. I haven't got another AM setting here to compare it with, but I can assure you it does work. Ow! I've just stabbed myself with my meter lead. That's what you do, guys. You go through life and then you realise you've stabbed your fat self with your meter lead. There it is, Harvey. Complete with the aerial. It's, you know, 3 channel, but you know, to get the other 2 channels, you'd have to put you have to put a matched pair of crystals in them. But yeah, it's worth 15 quid, isn't it? Aerial's lovely and complete. Look at that. The aerial isn't broken to God knows how many sections. There you go. Complete. Let's see if I can put it down without fucking snapping it. There you go. Always bring an aerial down like that, guys. One section at a time. That because if some people, like you see them in the movies, they'll push the aerials together like that. You try doing that, you snap the aerial. So you know, yeah. So we'll put that to one side, and that'll go out to Harvey with his reel to reel when that goes out. So that's that sorted. So yeah, I think that's worth 15 quid of anybody's money, even Harvey's. Although he claims never to have any, but it's still worth 15 quid of anybody's money, even if he's got none. There we go, guys. Right, so what we've got here for your appraisal and your enjoyment and my enjoyment, we've got, yeah, what I've done today, guys, I modified this lead. I've put one of these ends on as well, so we can plug this into here now and just turn it on briefly because it is a 12 volt radio. There you go. It is working. The battery light on there tell you how long your battery is, whether your battery is dead or not. There we go, guys. Shove that at the back there, out of the way. There we go. And yeah, so we've got a bit more longer lead here for this one. So what we'll do, we'll start by taking the bottom off, because we know this radio works. It just needs a bit of a spruce up. Soldering irons on. It just needs a bit of touching up, and we're probably not going to mess with it. If you know, I mean, it's doing 4 watts. According to the Marconi, it's doing 4 watts. So I'm probably not. See what we've got inside here. To be honest with you, I don't expect to find any funny shenanigans. You know, I don't expect to find a Roger Bleep or a stupid squelch module or, you know, a modification board to take it somewhere where it shouldn't go, because there's no abuse marks on it. And the only person I approve of doing them kind of modifications is Microchips, because he does them properly and they're right. And the stuff, if you do them yourself and you buy the stuff from him and you do it according to his instructions, it'll be right. But you know, no, I wouldn't trust anybody. The only 2 people, like I say, guys, the only 2 people I trust to send them to, really, is Graham or Richard. But I'll send old Graham anything sideband I want doing, because Richard won't touch sideband. And you know, if I need it doing in a hurry, you know. But yeah, you know, it's now, so we need the top and the bottom from there, because we need to change the signal meter bulb, and I'm not sure whereabouts it is. Well, I know where it is, it's in the meter, but we've got to put a new one in. And we've got some new bulbs here, guys. I bought some new bulbs, look. I put my hand in my pocket and I bought some new bulbs. So we've got bulbs there, and they should be good enough. I mean, they're dead bright on the power supply, but by the time they go through the current limiting resistor, it drops them a bit. So what we'll do, we'll desolder. Yeah, no one's ever been in this, guys. That speaker is factory soldered. Or should I say, that's the Mildred. It's the Mildred. Hello, Mildred. Oh no, I'm going to leave it tonight, Mildred. I'm online now. Okay, I'll catch you later, mate. Cheers, mate. Bye. No, it was just a Mildred. I wanted to go the hole in the wall. Just to check what I haven't got, but I'll do it another night. There you go, guys. Right, so let's have a look inside this radio. Make sure we're on 13.5. Well, 13.8. There we go. We're bang on. And this radio, guys, do you know something? This is for a 1981. This is in lovely condition. It really is, guys. That is in nice condition. The VCO's never been touched. It's still got its wax on it. These coils here have been adjusted because you can see where the wax is broken. So somebody's been at the transmitter. But if the power's balanced, I'm going to leave it. What we're going to start with first is we're going to unplug it. There you go. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with the signal meter light. We're going to replace the signal meter bulb. And see if there's an easy way of doing that, and there probably isn't. Because these are basically, I hope nobody's glued the knobs on. We need to gain access anyway to spray the controls. But I'm hoping that nobody has glued the knobs on, or no, that's the channel knob off. Squelch knob. I need to find another knob actually with the graticules on. I think I've got one somewhere. I've got the little graticules on. Well, they came off nice and easy, which is what we want now. We need the front panel. I may even repaint this radio because it's nice. So I may redo the case. I have got some of the Midland paint left. If not, I can order a can. I haven't got enough. So I might do the case on this. But it was doing 4 watts last night. So I'm quite happy to not mess with it if it's doing that. You know, I don't see the need to adjust anything. There we go. If it doesn't need adjusting, I don't see the point of actually adjusting it. And we can get to the power meter by means of... Yeah, we've not abandoned the site of the Uniden audio line yet, guys. We're still... Yeah, and this is your stereotypical... meter. Which is the... I don't want to... What I want to do, guys, I want to do this properly. I want to put the bulb in exactly as the manufacturer intended it goes. I don't want to snip the wires. I may have to desolder. We've got a wire there cut. There's a brown wire. No, it's not. It's a signal meter wire. I want to try and do it where... See, I can see the bulb holder there, but I can't really get to it because of the microphone holder. Because of the microphone, because of where the microphone's situated. They don't come out, the wires don't come out far in. I know what I could do. Just clip these cable tie things. See if that'll give me a bit more grey. Oh yeah, look at that. Gives you a lot more grey set, doesn't it, guys? Oh yeah, that's what we need. A bit more would be nice, but you're not going to get any more because of the white wire. Soldered straight into there and it's not long enough. So, if I could turn it that way, if I could just turn it that way, there we go. Put that back that way because I'm left-handed. commonly known as cack-handed. Right, so I need to get the little board. There's a little board in there. There's a little circuit board in there. It's not a circuit board, it's just a bulb holder board. We'll just cut the tape. Because I can always sort that out. Right. And just get this and just hook this up. The back of the knife. There we go. Try not to hit the meter. See, we're actually caught there. That's where we need to get it off. That's that one. And then this side. We should be able to just lift the meter lens out. The meter lens should just lift out now. There you go. Be careful not to damage the meter, the movement itself. So what we'll do, we'll flip this the other way up. There's our bulb. There's our bulb. And we know the bulb's gone because it doesn't light up. Doesn't take much to work out, does it, guys? And if we go into our bag, and we've got some here. They're a little bit smaller in size, but they'll work. Yeah, should be okay. So what we'll do, what we can do now, we can feed that back through there. Look at all the room we've got now, guys. On a mountain in Virginia stands a lonesome pine. Just below is the cabin home of a little girl of mine. Her name is June, and very, very soon, get me, sucker, she'll belong to me. For I know she's waiting there for me 'neath that lone pine tree in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine, in the pale moonshine. I didn't get that one. Our hearts entwine, but she carved a name, I carved mine, oh June. Like the mountains I'm blue, got that one. Like the pine, I am waiting for you. Now, which way did it go? It went that way, because the wires come out backwards. So we just solder that. And actually, guys, that's probably just a nice size bulb, funny enough. I want to get it centered though, because you don't want it off center, otherwise it'll look wonky and it might not light up the display evenly. There you go. That'll do us. Let's get me solder. And stick it in. Get it in. Get it stuck in. Come back to that one in a second. What the idea is try and, whoops. That's that one. I think we got that one. Do it again just to be sure. That's it. Scrape that bit of solder off there. Now what we'll do, we'll see how well it lights up. But before we see how well it lights up, we'll clip the wires. Yeah, I got that lovely. Could do with that. That's a bit lumpy at the back. Can smooth that down in a minute, no worries. Just clip that there. That's got it. Bit lumpy at the back, but it'll do. We'll plug in and see how see how bright it is even. Let's just connect that to the mains, well, to the 13.8 rather. Give it some juice. Where's the fucking on-off switch? Right, well that's still nothing. Right. Really? Oh. Oh, I know why. I know why, guys. I desoldered the red, I sucked the red wire off. I sucked it off, guys. I sucked it off. It was sucked. I sucked it off. There you go. Now we'll turn that on. There you go, guys. It's going to be bright enough, innit? It's about as what it would be with the original bulb. So what we'll do now, we'll disconnect this from the back. And what we can do next is slide that back into there. Turn it back on. See how it looks before we put the lens in. Make sure that it's right. Make sure it lights up lovely. Yeah, how's that, guys? You can't probably tell. There you are. Yeah. That's good, actually. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do you know something, guys? I could suck a gumball. Now, what we're going to do here now, I'm going to unplug that. Get that bit of tape there that's hanging over. There we go. There you go. And I don't think we need... I haven't got any. Have we got any of that masking tape? I've got some double-sided stuff, but I don't use it. I did have some tape, but tell you what I'm going to do. Where's that masking tape? I did have it, but I don't know where it's gone. And I had some. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just leave it, because if I haven't got it, I was going to say. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's bring this out again. It's a bit tight, that, guys. Where's that a bit tight? Let's get there. Just try and lift it out. Where's me fucking green pliers? You know, I can never find them when I want them. They were there before. There they are. Because what I've done, I forgot to feed that under there, haven't I? So if I just get that onto there, and just carefully just take this back out. Move that wire a minute. There we go. There you go. Let's just clean that up there. There you go. And that one there. That's it. There you go, guys. What I've done, I forgot to feed that. Back through. Just move that over that way a little bit. It'll put it more in the centre. Then put this. Now that should slide in nice and easy now. It does now. That's better. And we don't want the bulb near the plastic, and that's good. It's far enough away. Make sure we haven't caught the meter movement. No, that's okay. Right. Whoops. Now, that's it. Yeah, the meter's good. It's not jamming. Just shook it with my finger to make sure. With my fingers to make sure. Right, so the meter now goes in that way, so the wires don't twist. Now, while we're in here, before we put the front back on, that we're there. Now do the squelch. Now do the CBPA, because we know the CBPA is wonky as fuck. Get the nozzle in there. Do the other side. Do that so it covers more of the switch. And you've got to sort of feel your way around here, guys, to get your little nozzle in. Got to get your little nozzle in. Now, before we put it together, just check our bulb still works. How's that? And it's done correctly, guys. You know, we haven't cut the wires, put the bulbs back up here so I don't lose them. And it's done the correct way so that we don't cut wires and, you know, make it look like someone's done it who don't know what they're doing. Now if I can get the meter straight. We should be able to just... Now I didn't unscrew the meter, it just puts us just a push fit. There we go. Oh, the TX light's out of position, that's it. Now we can put the screws back in there now, because we've done that portion of the radio. When you put these in, guys, do them loose. Not loose, but just snug. So you don't crack the plastic. Well, as you crack the plastic, guys. And make sure, as Microchips said before on channel 20, make sure you subscribe to Microchips. Yeah. It's a good channel to have in your subscription list, actually. You know, because he knows a lot. Yeah, and there we go, you see. And that's all we need. You don't need to swing on them. That'll never go anywhere. Let's plug it back in. Let's put our knobs back on. Give him a wiggle, because I didn't give him a wiggle. Now let's get this straight so I can put the knobs on straight. Put that one on first, the on-off switch. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, okay. You never guess what I've done, guys. I've put the signal meter in upside down. How about that one, eh? Fucking signal meter's gone up. So I've put it upside down, guys. Ah. Have I? Have I? Yeah, I have. So you have to stand on your head to read it. Yeah, I've put the signal meter upside down. Oh well. Nothing wrong with doing that, as long as you know you've done it and you can... At least I didn't get the whole radio together and then realise. At least the front will pull off easier now. Right, there we go. Let's check this out. Turn it round, make sure no wires are pinching. That's it. So why are we not going in? Because we're sitting slightly proud. Now we just need to get the meter, get the meter straight. The TX light shows the meter's just the right way around now. Gee, I don't know, guys. You just can't get the people these days, can you? I call myself an engineer. See, these pull themselves into line anyway. Because they're tapered. They're countersunk even. So they pull themselves in anyway, and there's no need to actually really tighten these any more than just above finger tight. That'll do it. So they can't come out. There you go. And they don't crack. That's it. You don't end up cracking them. Yeah, we're the right way around now, guys. We are correct. Right. Now line that up with the word off. It's about right. Yep. Then put the sounds like Tommy's giving his mum some grief. She should do what I would do. Smack his ass. Put her hand across his ass. There we go. Here you go, guys. Perfect. Just right then, bulbs. Right, so let's connect the Marconi up and have a look at the balance, and then we'll look at the receiver. Because if it doesn't need it, guys, I'm not messing with it. You know, if it doesn't need adjustment, why adjust it? If it works, leave it. So let's turn this on. Channel 20. Yeah, we're on 4 watts. 1, 2, 1, 2. Deviation's good. Channel 40. Just under 4 watts. Channel 1. Just over. Let's put the little meter on and see what the little meter says, because to be perfectly honest, I think that might need adjustment. To be perfectly honest, might need adjustment. So let's see what the little meter says. Might be alright. But it looks like it's slightly out of balance. But we need to check the frequency as well, make sure that it's on frequency. And if it's not, we'll pop it on. Right, so let's see what our little meter says. So we're on channel 1. That's not right. I think this lead's faulty. Should get another lead. I think that lead's dodgy. I am actually, guys, going to make up some new patch leads in the near future. I think that lead's a bit dodgy. Either that or the fucking dummy loads have gone on one. That's not right. So what's wrong with that? There we go. That's 4.3. 4.12, sorry. And channel 40 is 3.6. Yeah, it's a bit out. We're going to have to do that, guys. We're going to have to do it. So let's put it back on the Marconi. That way we can see the needle move when it's on there. yeah, so we are going to have to do it because I'd like it a bit better than that. So let's get my little twiddler. I want that one, and I want that one. So start with this. It's peaked. It's okay. Oh, that one's okay. It is now. Now the last one here. Then we're on to the big ones. That's okay. And we're actually tuning it on the wrong channel. What's that saying now? It's 4 watts on there. And it's quite a way under 4 watts on 40. Put it on channel 1, channel 20. This is where we should have had the bloody thing. Right, so we'll go through it again. Because I got the tuning wrong. That's coming down, that's going up. About right. About right. That's wrong. That's about right. That's about right there. Now will these turn without eating them up? Because somebody's already been in them. Yeah, they do. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That does now. Right. Let's take this out. That's broke actually. Let's take it out. See if we can find something to get it out with. Don't say we've got to take the fucking... Try and get it out, put it upside down. Try and do it without it breaking. Somebody's been at this and damaged the core. And I think I can just get to it. And just hold the tool onto there and then turn it. The other way of doing these, if you can get into them, let's just turn it off for a second. There we go. See, what's happened is somebody's been in here. I'm taking this out with a metal tool because the plastic one will no longer do it. I don't want to desolder the fucking transfer, the coil if I can help it. The idea is to put it there. See, the problem you've got, there you go, we're turning now. If I had thinner fingers, I could get that by hand. But it's difficult to get. It is turning. Let's get the pliers. Just get it on the edge there without crushing it. I can't get it on. Just can't get the grip. I don't want to take the coil out. I can get my finger there, I can turn it. I'll be there all night doing that. So if I can there you go. The speaker wire stayed out of the way. Yeah, you just get your tool onto there. You don't squeeze it, you just use it as a somewhere to grip. And you just turn them then, that's nearly out. You just put them in upside down and you can adjust the bloody things. This might be Christine. Now, I've got plenty of these cores, so I'm not really worried. That you?
Yeah, you put your washer on, haven't
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, go and check it. There you go. Make sure the other side hasn't been done in. No, it hasn't. Got to get this on there now. I've got to get it back in. And then we can deal with it then and get it all as it should be. Is the washer on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Right, come on. Right. Come on.
There you go. Get the correct size tool. Right, turn it back on. Now we can set the power. We're just on 5 watts. And that's 4 watts. Let's see how we're balanced. That's channel 40. Yeah. So we're on 4 watts. channel 1. Just bring this other one down a bit to balance the power. Let's see how we are there. 40. We're on 4. Channel 1. We're just over. That's good enough. So let's put it on our little meter and see where see what our numbers are. Okay, now that doesn't want to come out of that. I'll use that other lead. Now I've discovered it ain't faulty. There's the fucking, what do you call it? Probably some shit on the dummy load or something. Move this. Put that over there. Just in do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, at least I hope it wasn't the lead. Let that boot up. That's 3.8. And 3.77. We can get a bit more up out of that, can't we? Turn that to the full 4 watts. And we adjust this one here to set the power. So 4.2. 3.89. Just 3.9. 3.91. 4 watts. Just double check this one. Just have to wait, Mildred. Oh, fuck's sake, Mildred. Hello? Alright, well, I'll come then, Mildred.
I'll pick you up about 9.
Okay, 9's fine.
Alright, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it turns out I can do what I want to do tonight because he's not going till 9. Right, so what we want... So we've got 4.1 there and 3.9 there. So hang on. 3.05 and 3.87. I think we can just and 4 watts. 4 watts there. And 4 watts on, yeah. Yeah, just under the 4. We'll just give that an extra. There you go. 40, 3.1, and 3.11, and a 3.16. That'll do. That's good enough. That's the power balanced. Good evening, Mark, Bernie, and everyone. Good evening, Paul. Nice to see you all. So what we'll do now, we'll do the receiver. But I don't think we're going to be doing much with the receiver. Maybe I think we're going to be adjust that one, because I think that's part of the receiver and not the transmitter, because it didn't do much on the transmitter. So I think that one's part of the receiver. Let's plug the 277912. We want on channel 20. Right. Now, turn that off. Move the mic out of the way so we don't accidentally squeeze the mic. Want these 2 tools. We want the meter, because we need to set up. We don't need to test these, we can take them off, because we're only going to use the oscilloscope bit. And we'll come on to the cyanide in a second, guys. We'll just put them there. Move that. Move anything that's electrically conductive. And I'm an idiot because I've just fucking put the fucking lead away for the oscilloscope. I need that. On a mountain in Virginia. I can't whistle, guys. I mean, I can't fucking sing either, but I can't fucking... me whistling's worse than me singing. Yeah. So, onto the oscilloscope. Let's connect our external speaker to the oscilloscope. We haven't checked the frequency yet. We've forgotten, but we'll do it before we finish. We will check it's on frequency and pop it on if it needs to be, because we forgot to check it. Right. Now, make sure that's turned down. It is. And we want the external speaker socket, not the PA. That's better. Didn't give that a wriggle, did I, when I cleaned it? Right, let's go to the cyanide and see what the cyanide says. Make a note of them. I ain't making a note of them, Graham. I'm not, mate. I'm not. I'm not making a note of them. I'm not making a note of the cyanide readings. Right, so first of all, we'll do the detector. And the detector, try and zoom in for you lovely people. There we go. That's about as good as we're going to get. Right. The detector is this one here. So let's press the button to auto range it. Auto range, so we get a reading. Let's turn it up a bit. Whoa. That was pretty spot on, to be honest. Let's get rid of the silly scope. We don't need that now. Get rid of that. Not needed. Now what we'll do, we'll turn this down. How low can we hear it? That's 116. And I find it hard to see this from here, but we'll do our best. And I think that one there is a receiver, I'm not sure. But we'll start here, at the top. It's about right. Now let's just try to check this one here, because I'm sure this is a receiver one. We'll get to that in a sec. It's about right. Now we'll just check this one. If we have to, we can always put it back. Where is it? It's there. That's right, that one. That must be the transmit one. This one. That's about it. And this one. That's about it. And the IF. Where's my tool for adjusting the IF? I got two tools out. Where have I put the other one? Don't you just hate it, guys? Didn't throw it back in the box, did I? Could have done. We'll use that one anyway. That's about right. No difference. Right, let's see if we can listen to it a bit further down. $118 I can hear that at. Minus 118, sorry. 120, 119, sorry. Yeah. Right. That's about right for these anyway. Right, let's just set the signal meter if you can. It's at 7 and it should be 9. I'm not sure if you can adjust the needle on these. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. Right, where's me tool? Right, that's squelch. That one is deviation. I think that one might be signal meter. Can't remember. No. That one there is definitely, oh, that could be deviation. It's not signal anyway. I don't think you can adjust the signal meter on these. Some of them you can. The later ones you can, but these early ones, these 1980 ones, I don't think you can adjust it. Because there's no... Because we've got that one there, which I think is deviation. We need to check this on frequency as well. We'll do that in a minute. That's done by that CT1 there. No, there's no adjuster. That's not it, is it? No, that's for the RF meter. That's either deviation or squelch. Yeah, that back where it was. There's none hidden down here. On the on some of these, it was hidden on the signal. It was tacked to the signal meter. Some of them had it on the channel display. Not on the back of the channel display, is it? No. So obviously you can't adjust the signal meter on this. So five is what you get. Let's go back to the transmitter. Let's turn the volume down. I can unplug that speaker anyway now. And what I'll do, I'll clip these together. That way it shorts out the input, so when these wires move around the bench I don't get a hum. Right, so we need the Marconi meter back on. And we'll check the frequency. Check it's on, it shouldn't be that far off. Sounded good when I spoke to Brett last night, it sounded alright. There you go. Now let's just check the signal meter, the RF meter. That's showing 5, it should be showing 4. And I think it's this one. It is. Now just check that it's on frequency. The frequency counter's been on all day, so it should be warmed up enough. It shouldn't need warming up, and given that it's a modern counter, it shouldn't need it anyway, because it's a modern counter, so it shouldn't need that degree of warming up. No low power on these, by the way. Now let's key that up. 2779. Well, that's a bit off. But there again, let's make sure we're on proper fucking ground. Hang on. Uh, 2779. It's jumping about a bit. It's more than that's terrible. There we go. 2779 111. Let's pop it on frequency. It's too big. Where's my little tool I had before? He'll do. Pop that into CT1 and adjust CT1. Twenty-seven, 7, 9, 1, 2. hang on. Yeah, there we go. 27, hang on. 27,79136, and that was a bit high. $27.79, a bit finicky. There we go. 27,79128. That'll do. $27.79,128. That will do. It could take another 30 years to come down, to reduce. Right. So. Now make sure we put all our tools back. There's the tools. And there's the small one I was looking for before. That I'd got the big one, sorry, I got out. Right. Oh. Or just check the deviation. I don't adjust the deviation, not at the moment. Not unless it sounds too low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, 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 hello. I'd say that's about right. The volume on that handset's down a bit, so, and I'd say that's right. That'll do us. There you go. Turn that off. Put that back on the top of there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, they don't give you anywhere on this to adjust the signal meter. The signal meter adjuster is usually on this board here, or it's usually tacked to the meter. But on this one it's not, so they obviously don't give you anywhere to adjust it. And I am double checking. So yeah, because that one's deviation. That one there, squelch. And the one above that one there, that's RF meter, but they don't give you one for the signal meter. Not on this model. No. Definitely not. Right. So, let's solder our squeaker back on. Get the old squeaker back on. And put the screws in this. Job done. The idea is to put it together, do it in a way where it looks like no one's ever been here. There you go. There we go. Go that way. We go the other fucking way. Soon find out. Goes that way. It's perfect. Now let's screws back in. And that's another radio done. Whoops. Wasn't bad for £5, was it, guys? Yes, it wasn't bad for £5. It just needed slight adjustment because somebody had been in and turned the power up. Don't know why people do that, but they do. Unfortunately, they turn it up and then because it doesn't, then it decides, and then the power doesn't balance. Because the person who turned the power up in this probably didn't have a bloody idea what he were doing. I mean, they are designed to balance perfectly, or as near as perfect as can be achieved on 4 watts, because they're a 4-watt set. So they're designed to balance on 4 watts. There we go, guys. We just need to find a factory original mic for that. Maybe give it a coat of paint at some point. The socket on the back is good. November 1981. It's an early one, this. Yeah. Lovely little radios, these. It needs a clean, but I'll just turn it back on with the, so you lot can have a look, a proper look. And there you go, guys. There it is with its signal meter all lit up as it should be. There you go. And that's not too overpowering, that. I actually saved that seller's details so that I can buy more of them bulbs, because the last lot I got from somewhere else, there were 12-volt bulbs and they weren't even, I don't know what wattage they were, but it must have been fucking, they must have been ridiculously low, because the power supply wouldn't even light them up. So there was no point putting them through a limiter, because the power supply wouldn't even lighten fucking things up hardly. So that's it, guys. That's our little CB. Now let's just go through this little handheld. If I can find the aerial, the aerial adapters in the, what do you call it? Just go through this little handheld for Harvey. The aerial adapter was in the realistic. There we go. There we go. Make sure that doesn't catch and melt the lead on the soldering iron. I will just plug this in and I can't demonstrate it because I've not got another AM here. If I turn this down to 12 volts, 12.2 he'll do. Get the Marconi, and I can even demonstrate the AM. I should be able to demonstrate the AM swing on here actually. On this test set, because although you can't really do deviation and plug the, you can do the AM swing, the AM modulation. There we go, we're on. And we are doing 2.5 watts. So let's move this to AM depth. And then turn the carrier down. Is that right? There we go. 1, 2. Plenty of FM there anyway, plenty of AM there. 1, 2. Hello. Yeah, we've got plenty in there, guys. Yeah. Right. I'm going to set the carrier. The knob's a bit dirty. There we go. Hello. It works. Put that back to RF power for the next time. And yeah, we're happy with that. There you go. Yeah, it's good enough. I'm not going to go inside and adjust it because there's not really much to adjust. And it's doing what did I say? It was 2.5 watts. I think it's doing about 2. So we're getting just a little bit more than what we should out of it. So yeah. So anyway, this can be put on the shelf with the rest of them, and we know that it's good. Right, let's get my adapter off there. Plug that back into the realistic, because we can right, so put this back into here. There we go. There we go, guys, we're all ready. Right, so let's go back to camera 5 now. There we go, guys, that's all sorted. Yeah, I'm going out at 9 o'clock with the Mildred. Go to Morrison's. I just want to check what I've got in the bank. Not taking anything out, just see how much I've got. I don't think I've got much, but we'll see what's there. Close that cyanide meter, we don't need that now. We're done with that for today. But we have got 2 realistics coming in, so we'll be giving them a once over. They probably won't need much, they never do. You know, a lot of radios don't. I mean, let's turn the soldering iron off. You know, a lot of radios don't. If they've not been messed with, then they generally don't really need much. You know, them realistics, all they'll probably need is just popping back on frequency. Because they say they do 4 watts, but this one I've got here doesn't. It does 3.5. It does 3.5, guys, just over 3.5 it does. So, what they do, what them ones that are in the boxes will do. It depends on how much they've been used. I mean, they could have been used for fucking, could have 1,000 hours on them and put back in the boxes. Are you still there, Harvey? Good, my friend. Yeah. You know, those two realistics that are in the boxes, they're FM ones. UK spec FM. The same as the one I've got here. But as I say, I'm keeping one and the other one I'll move on. And yeah. So I'll be going shortly, guys, because yeah, I'll be I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to have a ride out to Morrison's with the Mildred. I'm not putting my shoes on, I'm just putting my fucking slippers on. It won't, Harvey, not the way I pack it. It won't. Because what I'll do, I'll divide the box into two separate compartments with a nice stiff piece of cardboard. And the radio will be bubble wrapped anyway, Harvey. Don't you worry, mate. It'll get there in one piece. No, the way I pack stuff, Harvey, will be all right. No, the radio won't get damaged. Trust me. Because it will be boxed. It'll be bubble wrapped and boxed. Because the box that I'm going to put it in will be big enough to take the two, and the tape recorder will be bubble wrapped and boxed. So you know, don't worry about that. It'll get there in one piece. You know, I know how to pack things, me. You know, I'll box it up anyway. I'll box it up. I'll do a live boxing of it anyway. But I think that realistic's worth 15 quid of anybody's money. Even as a display piece, it's worth 15 quid. Which is probably what you'll use it for, because there's no fucker on AM. So, you know, but yeah, I think it's worth the money. Yeah, there was 2 bids on that, if I remember rightly. It started at £1. Then I bid. I think I bid a £5 or a £10 or something like that. And some fucker else must have bidded a couple of quid at the last few minutes and didn't get it. So, and then there was postage, so it owes me about £6. £6 fucking something. I'm happy with 15 quid. You know, I used to like AM, you know, back in the heyday. AM was great, and you got a better you actually got, you know, believe it or not, you got a better class of people on AM than what you did on FM. Because FM, it was full of school kids and mic keyers and music benders and fucking all the rest of it. You know, not much has really changed. And but AM, you know, if you did out like that on AM, they used to come out and look for you. And if they found you, you used to get a good fucking spanking off them. Or you get your aerial pulled down or whatever, you know. They were very strict. You know, because AM was taken seriously. FM never really was. You know. But like I've said before, guys and girls, there wasn't really any legal CB here in the UK up until 2014, because they didn't legalise UK. They didn't legalise CB in the UK. What they actually did, like I said before, they gave us 40 offset channels, which were a bit of a mixture of I band and super I band. thereabouts, and they called it the UK40. You know, they called it the UK40, and said that they legalised CB, where they hadn't really. All they'd done was given us a mode of radio, given us a mode of two-way communications that they could charge a licence for, because they could say, well, the government could say, well, they're our channels. We created them, we legalised them, they're our channels. So we want a licence. How many watts is the realistic? It's 2 watts, Harvey. It's 2 watts, but it does a little bit more than that. It does just over the 2 watts, so, you know, that's good enough. And it's a 12 volt radio, Harvey, so don't be sticking 13.8 volts up it. If you're using alkaline batteries, put 8 in it and 2 double, and I think it's 8 batteries and 2 dummy batteries. You can get the dummy batteries anywhere. If you're putting rechargeables in, which I recommend, then you can put a full 10 in it. Yeah. But, you know, it will run on batteries. I've not tried it, but it will. The battery contacts are lovely and clean. There's no corrosion or anything. They're lovely. And I've been running it on the adapter, on the power supply at 12 volts. So, yeah, but it's all, yeah, they're only a 2 watt radio. But there again, the what do you call it ones, the 40 channel ones, they're only 3.5 watts, although it claims to be 4 watts. Are you still watching, Graham? You know, it'd be interesting to know how many watts your realistic TRS 1001 is. Yeah, because mine's only 3.5 watts. It is approaching the 4 watts, but doesn't quite get there. And even after retuning it, doesn't get there. 3.5 watts is the best you can get from it, from mine anyway. So whether yours, I don't know. Whether yours does the full 4, I don't know. It might. You know, depends on how much use they've had and, you know, what state the components are in, and whether it was a Monday radio or a Friday radio. Because on a Friday they rush so they can fuck off home. On a Monday they not really ask because they've got to be there. They've got to go in tomorrow anyway. They've got to go in on a Tuesday all week anyway. So, but Friday's the weekend, isn't it? They don't have to go back in till Monday, so they fucking rush everything on a Friday. That's why they used to say when you bought a British Leyland car, ask what date it was made. If it was made on a Friday, don't buy the cunt. But, yeah, I think at the end of the day, guys, you know, they were made pretty sturdy, them radios, though, because they stood the test of time. I mean, they still fucking work. Like, look at that Midland, it was a £5, and all I've had to do, really, was retune it. And I could have used it if I wanted to. I could have used it without retuning it. I did last night. I spoke to Brett on it. I mean, admittedly, Brett's only up the road. He's only up the road, Brett. But, you know, at least it proved that the radio transmitted. Because if there's a fault in the transmitter, you're lucky if they transmit out, you know, fucking to a set right next to them. Yeah, we'll get back onto the uni then at some point. The audio line 341. It's beginning to make me wonder what that is. I might. I've actually done a bit of Google searching, and nobody seems to have had the same problem I'm having, where the radio's only doing 0.7 watt or 0.7 of a watt on about 700 milliwatts. Yeah, it's about 700 milliwatts on high power. and it's doing what it should do on low power. So the low power switch is actually working. So it's nothing to do with that. I don't know. I've changed the capacitors that people recommend to change. I'm beginning to think it might be that chip. I'm beginning to think it might be that chip, that PLL, not the actual PLL where your crystal is, the other one down the bottom that they describe as a PLL. I'm not sure what it actually does, but I need to look at. What I need to do is look in the manual. I need to ask Richard if he'll send me the manual, because he's got the manual for it. I did have it, but I lost a load of stuff off my computer, and I lost that and all. So I need to ask him if he'll resend. I'm sure he will. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Yeah, I think I got rid of the dry joint in this realistic handheld because it's been working perfectly now. For well over a week now, it's been working perfectly now. For ages, I've not had a problem with it. So I think it's safe to say that it's fixed. But it's just nice to. I'm going to put it on charge before I go to bed tonight. Let it charge up. But it's just nice. It's just nice to have it. You know. It's just nice to have it. You know, just next to you. So if you want to just quickly listen to something, you can listen to a channel. You can just turn it on, or if you want to just check something quickly, because it's on batteries, you can just turn it on. Anyway, guys, I better start saying me goodbyes, haven't I? Because it's getting, getting near the time for the Mildred to come for me. Anyway, guys, like I say, thank you very, very much for joining me. It's been a real pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's CB, which was the Midland 2001 Precision Series from 1981. And we'll be back at a later date. We'll be back at some point with another one. Well, hopefully then 2 realistics. Yeah, good night, Paul. Good night, Harvey, Graham, everybody else. And remember, guys, you were told over the CB there before. Graham told you over the CB, subscribe to the Microchips channel, so go ahead and do that if you want. You know, subscribe, buy him a coffee, visit his website where all his boards can be bought, all that sort of good stuff. And while we're at it, buy me a coffee, like, share, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. Insulating my shack, Andy. Gonna be a cold yes, isn't it? Good night, all. Good night, Rob. Catch you all. I'll catch you on the next one. You certainly will. I'm hoping it's going to be them 2 realistics. I'll catch you later, guys. I'll only do a service on one of them. You don't need to see me do both. But we'll see what mood I'm in and what sort of condition they're in when they get here. They look nice. You know, but I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much. Bye for now, guys.